DanielScranton.com. Welcome to the reading, The Only Way to Live in a World Without Restrictions. The 9D Arcturian Council, channeled by Daniel Scranton. Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are always impressed by the way humanity is able to adapt to what is happening there on your world. You have an ability to persevere through life's most difficult challenges, and you are making so much progress with the furthering of your own spiritual evolution through your willingness to face whatever challenges come your way. You have been living through a very challenging time there for over a year and a half, and we have seen those who are adapting to the challenges of living in a pandemic thriving. And we have seen those who have been in resistance to it in one way or another, lowering their vibration and creating bigger problems for themselves. You must adapt to the world you are living in for several reasons. First of all, it is your creation, and you did create this set of circumstances for a reason. The way of the world as it is today is not something that's been imposed upon you by outside forces. You created it. So if you resist your own creation, then you don't get the intended benefit from it. You just stay in resistance. And those who are looking for someone or some entity or some group to resist keep finding new entities, new people, new beings to resist. This is a choice always. It is a choice to be one who goes with the flow or one who resists and builds upon their sense of self in their resistance. There's a lot of pride in the protests that you see happening around your world at this time. There's a lot of ego in those protests. We also see those who chose to adapt and go with the flow, holding compassion in their hearts for those who are suffering. For there is no doubt that there is suffering on your world today. Now, those of you who have chosen to adapt and go with the flow can also choose to have compassion for those who are in resistance. Obviously, the world that you are living in today and the rules and regulations that have been imposed are triggering something that is very deep and very painful in those who resist. It is important for you all to go back to what we said initially right now. You created this pandemic, and you created it for a reason. And that reason is always spiritual growth and evolution. Are you going to grow from it by looking at yourself and your reactions to it? Or will you continue to identify as one who resists? That's the question. What we are saying to you is that before you point a finger and shake a fist, look at yourself and your reaction. Be with the emotions that you feel. Face your feelings. Process them, and then look at the situation from a calm, balanced, and neutral stance. Again, if you are triggered now, you will continue to be triggered because there is still someone and something to fight against, and there always will be. But if you use this time that you are living in now to examine yourself and what is in your consciousness that created more restrictions and more limitations, then you can grow, evolve, and become more of who you really are. Who you really are is everything and everyone. which we cannot say enough at this time. And so, if you are pushing against anything, you are pushing against something that is inside of you. And that's what you really need to look at. Instead of thinking that if you could just possibly dismantle and disintegrate this opposing outside force, then everything would be better on your world. All creation is an inside job. And when you find that what you have created is not to your liking, that means you have to go back to the drawing board, back to the place where it all began, which is always your consciousness, your vibration, your energy, your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs. Examine all of those with this extra time that you have to spend alone in your own home. And change that world that is so perplexing and chaotic to you right now from within. It is the only way. And it is the way that is working for those who have chosen to adapt, to go with the flow, and to take that balanced approach to life on Earth as it is right now. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. DanielScranton.com